Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the tarot read today, the collective tarot for June 3rd, 2024, Monday. The cats are driving me nuts. Intuitive City Oracle by Rob Barthelman, okay? You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the Talk, or the Tube, or not. Totally up to you. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, do not make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. If some of it does not, leave it on the table for someone else. I hope everybody had a fabulous Monday. It's almost coming to a close. I mean, it's probably like, what, 6:30 here? So it's almost bedtime for me. Even when I go to bed early, I end up waking up all night long. But I still get enough sleep, actually. Well, enough for me. 5-6 hours a night. Like this, like almost perfectly popped out in the reverse. Talk about divine intervention right there. I swear to God, if those cats knock something over out there, I hear them running around like apes. I'm gonna have to run out there and slap their fuzzy bottoms. 7 cards on the table. We're going to do 2 more shuffle throughs, okay? Take that out. Put that there. Okay, 1 more shuffle. We got 12 cards on the table. 1 major arcana, okay. 2 in reverse. Let's do this. We got 6 of Cups. 10 of Wands in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. We got 8 of Cups. 7 of Wands. 9 of Swords. Should bring them up a little closer to the screen. I keep forgetting. Knight of Cups. Seven of Cups. The World. Six of Swords. Five of Swords. And 10 of Swords. A lot of swords here, people. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It's kind of funny. I feel like this is just kind of like someone's overall read for their life. So like I'm seeing like money, I'm seeing like relationships, I'm seeing like, I mean, I'm seeing everything. I feel like right now with the Six of Cups, like you're reflecting on your past, what's happening in your present. With the Ten of Wands in reversed, okay, the card says release burdens. Yeah, it's like you released what wasn't good for you. People. Lack mindset, negativity, a not so good lifestyle, a job that you probably weren't in love with. If you're not in love with a job, why would you work there? I know everybody needs a paycheck. I get it. I'm just saying. Eventually it eats you alive. Humans were meant for more. Ace of Swords in reverse. It's like you were always in your head about things in the past, second guessing, okay, over analyzing. I'm not gonna say you don't still do that now, but I feel like you do it a hell of a lot less. Is that supposed to be Hispanic music? It kind of sounds like Italian to me. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the video, but my neighbors are playing music really loud. I actually like it, but whatever. Going through that period where you were releasing the past, releasing things and people that you no longer needed or no longer were in alignment with. And even though your judgment might have been off in situations, like you eventually pulled yourself out of that with the Eight of Cups. Like you had a spiritual awakening. Just a human awakening, you know? Like I always say on the talk, like be better, do better. And that's what it is, right? Like you wake up and you realize, like, do I want to be this person? Can I do more for myself and others? How best can I serve the collective? How best can I serve the world? I feel like with the Seven of Wands, like you stand on it. Like your growth, your enlightenment. You're like, I did this. I did this for me. I worked on this for me. Like, this is mine. You can't take it away from me. Ever. I love it. with the Nine of Swords, okay, the card says mental strife. You're always, even when you're, and again, you guys know I don't ever say healed. I say healing because we're always healing. But even as you're healing and you're continuing on your journey and you're just getting better, doing better, and you just rising, you're always going to have issues. You're always going to have doubts. You know, you're always going to think in your head like, well, is this what I want to do? Is this meant for me? You're always going to, I mean, we're human. We think constantly. Like, the whole point of going to sleep is so we can sleep and not think, but think in a dream state somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, you need to rest your mind. Like, you can't constantly be agonizing over every little thing. But you're always going to have moments where maybe the clarity isn't what it should be. And it's just things that you need to work out for yourself in your own time. Just always try to pull yourself back to like a positive mindset, you know? Don't sit in the negativity or sit in whatever's going on mentally. Like, try and figure a way out of that. Because again, you're just going to go through that on and off your whole life. I feel like when you sit in that and you let it overtake you, your mind, your heart, your body, I feel like that's when you just literally implode from within. You know what I mean? Like, you implode from within, you explode from within. Like, you don't want to go back to an old way of living, an old way of thinking. You can be working through things and still see growth in your life. It's just like, and this is just an example, I've talked before about like black magic and stuff, and you know, there's readers on the tube and the talk, and they tap into a lot of that, and that's what they like, and okay, that's fine. I watch it, you know. I find it interesting. It's not really something I feel like I need to tap into. Just because I try to have more of a positive mindset. I feel like when you bring that in, like you bring that into yourself, and I don't need that. I see enough negative people all day long. I don't need to be bringing in somebody else's energy, you know, from England or Taiwan or New York or whatever. Like, I get enough negative energy here in Round Lake. But like, my example is like, they'll say like, oh, you know, somebody's doing black magic on you, and like they're doing like, you know, like sleeping spells so you can't sleep, or they're doing spells so, you know, like your foot hurts, or they're doing spells so that like your judgment is always cloudy. And the funny thing is even if somebody were really doing that, sometimes God stops that. Sometimes it just doesn't work because you're in your own power, or you're in your own power and don't even know it. Or sometimes it even does work and you can feel something, like something's off, like somebody did something to you, but you still go. You still move forward. It doesn't matter. You take that negativity, you transmute it to positivity for yourself, for your growth, for your enlightenment, for your future, and you keep moving forward. I don't know if it was last night's read or Sunday or Saturday or a couple last week, I don't know. But when I talk about like at the beginning of my healing journey, like I feel like for almost the whole month of January, a little bit of February, like I would literally wake up in pain. Like my whole body would be just tired. My legs would hurt, my arms would hurt, my hands would hurt, my head was just like, you know. and I would get dressed and I would go to work and I would live my day and I would come home and I would take care of the cats and I would take a shower and I would get in my jammy jams, and I would sit in my rocker and I would let myself feel that pain. Because that is the most probably painful experience I've ever been through in my life. And it was almost like, I mean, I felt it in my body. I did feel it in my body, but it was almost like I felt it in my head. Like my brain was taking as much of that pain as it could from the body so that I could keep going every day. Like I literally, and I didn't have a headache. That's not what I mean. I didn't have a headache. Like I could feel the pain in my head that was supposed to be in my body, that my brain was taking on so that my body could continue to work and function every day, because I had to go to work. I only get 2 weeks of vacation every year, and last year I used days because I had COVID. I used days because I was going to court for my divorce. You know, like I wasted a lot of time last year. And I don't mean wasted, but you know, like it wasn't a vacation. So I couldn't take vacation days because I was sitting at home and, you know, in pain. Like I had to go to work, but I could feel it like in my head. Like I just knew, like if my head released it, my whole body would just like crumple in on itself. Because it was just so real. But at the same time, like I wanted to feel that. Like that was my pain. That was my pain of everything that's ever happened to me, everything that's ever been done to me, everything that I've ever done to someone else. That was everything. And I let myself feel that. It's kind of like almost the same thing. Like you have to feel it, but you have to keep going. You can't just stew in it, you know? Even if it makes you unhappy, you still need to get up every day and live your life and try and move forward as best you can until you overcome whatever it is you need to overcome. With the Knight of Cups, I feel like you know that you're headed towards good things. You know good things are coming to you. You know it's, with the Six of Swords, you know it's going to be a bright future. So you don't really need to worry about it. You don't need to worry about that part. Like you know what you're pursuing. You know how you're going to get there. And what you do inspires others to be like you. To do what you do. It's kind of funny with the Seven of Cups. I never noticed this before, but it's like she's juggling these two spheres, right? Dreams and desires. Everybody has dreams and desires, and I'm not talking sex wise. I'm talking like just life in general. Everybody has dreams and desires. I feel like sometimes as people we need to juggle situations in our lives so that we can best move forward, so that we're not stagnant, so that we're not standing there, you know, with our thumb up our butt or our finger up our nose, you know, like, you know, you need to keep going. And sometimes we need to juggle things in our life so that we can make room for the other things that we really need to do, that we really need, that's going to propel us forward. It's like she's juggling situations, things, dreams, desires, because she's got, forget about the two balls, she's got other balls like on the floor that she's got to juggle and move around because she needs to keep going. She can't stop. I feel like that's you. But that's good. Like you know, like you have room in your life for all these things. You just, there's a certain time and a place for each one of them, right? And that's why she's juggling them. You know, work, family, friends, entertainment. You know what I mean? Like it all has its place when it's useful and then when it's set aside. With the World card, you're looking at, I don't want to say abundance, and I don't want to say achievement, even though it says achievement on the card. Because of your enlightenment, because of your healing, because of your continued work on yourself and what you want to do with yourself, I feel like the world is always going to be open to you. You know, if you wake up one morning and you decide you want to hop on a plane and go to Singapore, do it. You'll meet amazing people there. Good things will happen there. If you decide, you know, you want to go to the mall and stop in a shop and buy something and tip the person behind the counter $100, do it. If you can, do it. You would brighten someone's day. You would change their world. You change their world, you change your world, you change the world. You're putting that positivity out there, that light, that guidance that you received and now you want to give to somebody else. That's achievement. Learning, teaching others, that's achievement. That's growth. That's abundance. That's a miracle. I was talking about miracles in the Oracle read earlier. With the Six of Swords, your future is never, like, your future is adaptable, interchangeable, never ending. Succinct with who you are and who you're going to be. It's not just bright, it's magnified by your own accomplishments, by your own miracles. With the Five of Swords, it says confrontation. To me, that's just you, like, running head on into the Six of Swords, into your bright future. Like, with the Seven of Wands, like, look at her. Like, she's, like, running into battle, you know? You're running into battle. Like, you're ready. You're going to do whatever you need to do to succeed. Not just survive, succeed. And be happy. Extremely happy. Ecstatic. With the Ten of Swords, I feel like you aren't overburdened anymore. I feel like you may have been in the past. I feel like you let that go. With the Ten of Wands in the reverse, you let all that go. And even I got a little something in my throat. Even if you have a moment where you feel like something heavy falls on you and you need to pick yourself back up, you are. You're always going to pick yourself back up. Any punches that are thrown your way, you're going to deflect it or you're going to punch back. You know, you've already worked through your healing and your past, your history with abuse or your history with neglect or whatever the case may be. Like, you worked through the hardest things you would ever have to work through. Like, now is the easy part. Now is the fun part. I feel like you won't ever be overburdened. You were there. You're done with it. You released. You let go. And I almost, like, when I look at this card this time, it's almost like he's trying to push, like, things are flying by him, but he's also trying to deflect. He's trying to push them back. It's kind of funny because I actually picture him in my mind turning around and running straight through all this and being so fast that whatever this burden is flying through the air, like, it will never catch up to them. Because they already know how to fight the battle. Like I said, you fought the hardest thing you ever had to fight. Everything else now is cake. Cake by the Ocean. It used to be one of my favorite songs. I listened to that song watching the sunrise over the ocean in Jamaica. Now that is a memory that I will never forget. This is a good read, guys. I like this. And this could pertain, like, this is just life in general, you know? Like, I see relationships, you know, with the Ace of Swords in reverse, you know, it says cloudy judgment, you know, like, you probably had relationships that didn't work out, that you probably should have never went towards, but you did, because you didn't think about it. But you eventually get yourself out of that, you know, with the Ten of Wands, you release it. With the Eight of Cups, you overcome it. You move forward. Career is in here. Everything's in here. I really like it. It's kind of funny because with the Six of Cups, with this older woman, I almost feel like she should have been the last card, but no, in reality, it's her from the future looking on the past. So it's the first card. It's actually really beautiful when you think about it. Life is really beautiful. Alright, guys, that is your read for today. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. That's it for me for today. I will be back on tomorrow evening with an oracle. I might possibly do affirmations in the morning. It's just a matter of being called to and being able to pull myself out of bed a little bit earlier to make the time. We'll see. God will tell me if I need to get up or not. And, you know, that's how that works. All right, guys, I hope you have a good evening. And again, I hope you enjoyed the read. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.